Hi everyone. It is Friday and we finished Mercy Watson to the Rescue. Today I have a book I've never read. Well, I read it yesterday, but I've never read it to any kids before in my class. This is the first time I've ever had it. It's called A Piglet Named Mercy. It is by the same author and it is a book about Mercy when she was a baby piglet. So we're going to read that today. We're going to read the whole book because it's not a long chapter book, it's just a book. This one was only $1 on Kindle on Amazon. If your parents are able to get it for you, it's only $1. That's why I bought it. But before I read, I wanted you to know I have some coffee, but do you know what? I made myself a snack. And what snack do you think I might have made that goes along with this book? If you said toast with a great deal of butter on it, you are right because Mercy loves toast. So I made myself a snack, and I've already eaten half of it, of toast with butter on it. Now, if we were at school, me and Miss Dawson would surprise you and we would have made toast. Miss Dawson has a toaster. You know she does. She has all kinds of cooking stuff, but we have a toaster in the classroom and we would have bought bread. We would have made everybody toast with butter and we would have eaten toast while we listened to the story. You know, Miss Dawson would have made you toast. So if you want, or if your parents have bread and butter and you want to have some toast, and you can put jelly on it too. Miss Dawson likes to put jelly on it for some kids if they want jelly. If you want to press pause and you want to make yourself a snack and have some toast during story time, you can and be just like Mercy Watson with her toast with butter. If you don't want toast right now, you can do it another day. But I wanted to share that I made toast. Miss Dawson might make herself some toast. She likes toast with butter too. All right. You want to pause it and go get a snack? You can. And then you can come listen to the story. Or if your parents say, no, we're not doing toast right now, then don't do toast right now. Okay? Let's just listen to the story. Here we go. A Piglet Named Mercy by Kate DiCamillo, illustrated by Chris Van Dusen. Look at little baby Mercy. Oh, and look, a little stack of toast and then a little baby bottle. Oh, see, this book is brand new. It only came out last year. It says 2019, which was last year. So that's why I haven't read it before. It's new. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson lived in a house on Deckawoo Drive. Deckawoo Drive was an ordinary street in an ordinary town. You know what ordinary means? Ordinary means normal. Like it was just a normal place. And Mr. and Mrs. Watson were ordinary people who did ordinary things in ordinary ways. We see them clipping the bushes, vacuuming, washing the car. One day, Mrs. Watson said to Mr. Watson, I wonder if we aren't just the tiniest bit too predictable. Predictable? Us? Said Mr. Watson. Surely not. Predictable means, like if you predict something, when I ask you to make a prediction, it means to see what's going to happen. So if somebody is predictable, it means they just do the same thing every day and you always know what they're going to do. So Miss Watson feels like maybe they're kind of boring and kind of do the same thing all the time. It's just that sometimes I wish something different would happen, said Mrs. Watson. Things are just fine as they are, said Mr. Watson. But then something different did happen. This says caution, pigs. And it says Molson's pig transport. So they must be going where, maybe? To the farm or something? And look, out of the pig cart comes who? Baby Mercy. What do you think happened? Why did she fly out of the truck? Does anybody see what happened on this page? Yeah, look at the car wheels. See how the illustrator made it look like something was like swerving? And look at this wheel. Do you see how it looks like it went flat? So maybe they got a flat tire and the truck kind of bumped and then the Mercy popped out. Someone very small and not at all ordinary found her way to the Watsons' house on Deckawoo Drive. So look, there's a rock, or maybe that's a pothole, like one of those holes in the road that we bump over and it makes our car bounce. Maybe that's what it was. So there's the Watsons' house. And whose house is this, you guys? That is Eugenia, and you think Eugenia and baby Lincoln live there? We'll have to see. Let's keep going. Mr. Watson made the discovery when he opened the door for the morning paper. Mrs. Watson, he called, come see. Oh, the little dear, said Mrs. Watson. Oink, said the piglet. I think she's hungry, said Mr. Watson. Oh, what's Mr. Watson eating? He's got toast. And look at little Mercy. How do you think she's feeling? Yeah, she looks a little scared. Oh, who's next door? It is Eugenia Lincoln. And who's this sticking out her head? That's baby Lincoln. Let's see what happens. Is that a pig? Said Eugenia Lincoln. Eugenia Lincoln lived next door, and she did not approve of surprises or pigs. It is, said Mrs. Watson. Can you believe our luck? Don't be ridiculous, said Eugenia Lincoln. A pig is not lucky at all. Do you think perhaps the piglet would like a bottle of warm milk? Said baby Lincoln. Baby was Eugenia's younger sister, and she was fond of surprises and piglets. Being fond of something means you like it. Mr. Watson scratched his head. A bottle of milk? Oh no, this is also unpredictable. Leave it to me, said baby Lincoln. Oink, said the piglet again. Mrs. Watson picked up the piglet and took her inside. She wrapped her in a blanket. Have you ever seen anyone so darling? She said. Never, said Mr. Watson. Here's the warm milk, said baby Lincoln. I have it right here. Eugenia said, this is absurd. Can you say absurd? When something's absurd, it means it's crazy. We know Eugenia does not like it. The piglet did not think it was absurd at all. She drank the entire bottle. And then she burped and oinked and went looking for more. Oh, there she goes. She jumped right out of the blanket and she went and looked for more. Look at how the illustrator made the burp with a little burp cloud. That's funny. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens next. Oh my goodness, said Mr. Watson. Watch out, said Eugenia. She seems to like toast very much, said Baby. Oh, the darling thing, said Mrs. Watson. And here how you see how the illustrator showed how she bounced? See the little whooshes? And she bounced up and she's getting what? Toast. So she started to like toast when she was a baby. Mr. Watson, said Mrs. Watson, perhaps you would like to hold her for a bit. Certainly, said Mr. Watson. He took the piglet in his arms. He rocked her and he hummed. How extraordinary, said Mr. Watson. She is a porcine wonder. Look how happy baby Mercy is with her little toast. This piglet is a wish come true, said Mrs. Watson. What a mercy she is, said Baby. There you go, said Mr. Watson. We will call her Mercy. She is not a mercy, said Eugenia. She is a pig. Oink, oink, said the piglet. You cannot name a pig Mercy, shouted Eugenia. So look at everybody. Look how happy they all look with Mercy. But look at Eugenia over here. She is just pulling her hair out. She is so angry. But they did name her Mercy. She was entirely unpredictable. She was not at all ordinary. And she was very, very loved. And there she's got a little high chair at the table. So that's how Mercy came to live at the Watson's house. So I thought you guys would like that. And then, like I said, next week we will start number 2. Mercy Watson Goes for a Ride. There are 6 Mercy Watson books. But I don't know if we'll have time to read them all this school year, but I will try to read at least, I would hope to read the next 2 to you guys. Okay, so we're going to read Mercy Watson Goes for a Ride next. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed that book, and I hope if you got to have your snack, have some toast. Miss Thompson's going to eat the rest of hers right now. Bye.